Hey guys, what's going on? So tonight we are going to have a joint video with Matt Whiterice. Do you have FG1 on your YouTube?
No.
Oh, it's FG1 on Instagram.
Anyway, there's an underscore between Whiterice and FG1 because he messed it up. Bro.
Oh. Yeah. Why didn't you correct me? Fuck you. Okay. Now I have to go through and edit that out.
Live call out.
Alright, so we're going to do a video on what stance is.
What is stance? I feel like I should be on this side.
Well, probably.
Yeah,
I'm
that
right-handed, so...
That works a little better. There we go.
Yeah. Alright, so we're both going to go through, talk about what stance means to us, what we think stance is, and then we've got some questions that we're going to answer about what stance is.
Alright.
Pretty simple?
Yeah, sounds good.
You want to lead? You want to just...
Alright, yeah. So what stance is to me? Are we talking like truck stance or car stance or both?
No, I was going to go with like car stance now, and then like we'll talk truck stance later.
Okay, so car stance is, it could be one of two things to me. Stance could be, you could have, you know, like just regular ass wheels, and you just lower the car down. It's pretty much like fender to wheel fitment with skinny wheels, or you could do like stupid wide wheels, and then you would just adjust your camber and play with your camber settings until you get your car to sit down. Actually, yeah, you sit your car down in between the lip of the tire and the wheel. You do it like that with air, or yeah, that's kind of what stance is. I mean, it's pretty much just really tight wheel to fender fitment.
Do you feel like that's like what stance is, or is that stance to you?
That's like stance to me.
Okay. I think that's a separate question.
Yeah, that's what stance is to me.
To me, stance means wide wheels, lots of lip, deep dish wheels, and some of my viewers are less educated. I have to think of ways to explain this. They know who they are. Right now. You know who you are.
Not me.
This whole video is for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Might be.
The camber means when your wheel is tilted.
Well, I feel like now we have to go into the basics of alignments.
No. The tilt, like when you see cars driving around, the wheels are really tilted. And there's like memes on the internet.
Why your wheels so tilted?
Yeah. And it's got his face on it too.
Yeah.
That's the exact meme right there. So, that's very important. You gotta have camber. Wide wheels, lots of lip, and the perfect stance is when the arch... I'm totally gonna have to put photos at the end or in the middle here somewhere.
Right.
When the wheel arch fits perfectly around the rim, that is perfect stance. In my opinion. Do you concur with my opinion? Am I right? Am I wrong?
That was basically my second version of stance, yeah. So.
And there's other versions of stance, but I'm just covering the most recognized version of stance, modern, today.
Right.
You've got other versions of stance, like truck stance. You've got Mexi-poke.
Mexi-poke, yeah.
Muscle car stance, which is
stance.
a very important thing that a lot of people overlook.
Right, exactly. When you say stance, what comes to your mind?
That's what I just described right there.
Right, import.
Lowered imports, mostly talking about the Honda stance and VIP imports, things like this. If you disagree with us, put in the comments below.
We love hate mail. Please. Please.
No, we don't. You can go kill yourself.
He said it.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we can move on to
what is truck stance?
What is truck stance?
You have a stance truck?
Ish.
Well, I mean, you know.
For what it is, it's kind of stancy, yeah.
Okay, you've got like the Tennessee tilt, Cali lean, where like the bed's tilted down, the front of the truck's poking up. And for any truck stance, you have to have super wide wheels where the tires just stick out way beyond the fenders. And I feel like that covers truck stance.
Yeah, so
basically... give some input on truck stance?
Basically, you just have to have wheels that are at least 10 inches wide.
I should have got a mount. Why didn't I grab that mount?
That would have been wait. I got an idea. I wonder if this will work.
It won't.
Are you sure?
There's a bar right there now.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Stop. Me. I have to cut all this out.
Yeah. So anyway, back to truck stance.
Truck stance.
Okay, so at least 10-inch wide wheels. At least 10.
14s.
Most of the time,
10s.
12, 14, 16. anything over 14 or 14 and 16 are very impressive stance. Your wheels stick out. Basically, your whole tire is outside of the truck, and that's pretty much stance. And then you got the Cali lean stance, which is cool, where they do the same thing with the tires, except they sit the bed of the truck basically on the rear tires. So,
you feel like it's pretty covered?
Yeah, truck stance. That's truck stance. Now we can move on to Mexi-Poke. That's one of my favorite things.
That's so racist.
It's one of my favorite things. It's what it's called. It's one of my favorite things to talk about.
When I had the Integra, I wanted Mexi-Poke so bad. Like, I ordered 2-inch phasers and still couldn't get it.
You get so much hate for Mexi-Poke, though.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, Mexi-Poke is like truck stance on a car.
Like the Camry before I
wrecked
it.
Well, yeah, the Camry has Mexi-Poke right now. Mexi-Poke is basically where you just take your stock car and you throw some 8 to 10 inch wheels on.
I'm noticing a glare.
Oh,
fix it.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be in the middle of the video, so that's gotta stay. And
so
I think I'll end it now. And
8 to 10 inch wide wheels, and your tires are sticking out from the body of your car, and you don't do anything to combat it, such as rolling fenders or camber
or fender flares or
something to combat
that
Mexi-Poke. That's where you just say, I don't care.
Yeah, and they're typically not that low. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody here, but they're typically not that low because you're so high that the whole tire profile will fit outside of the fender well.
That's covered. That's pretty covered.
A question that I wanted to cover here was, do you feel that stances ruin the car scene? Personal opinion.
Personal opinion, I love stance. Stance is what I live for. I mean, anytime I go to a car show, such as Import or whatever, Import Alliance, Import Face Off, and you see a stance car, there's a crowd of people around it, and they either hate it or they love it, and I'm one of those people that love it.
Or sometimes they love to hate it.
Yeah, I mean, stance is it's a beautiful thing, but you also have to factor in what comes with stance like that. Such as, your tires are going to wear out. You have to, literally flip your tires.
To properly stance a car, you basically have to ruin it.
Essentially, yes. Like, my car's not even stanced, and
to be properly stanced, you're going to be rubbing out the floorboards, going through tires like crazy. Literally, the car itself is going to be rubbing the tires.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And then you can't get away from all the alignment stuff that you can't even... My car, I can't even get into a good alignment right now, and it's not even that low. So, I can't imagine what they're going through.
There's going to be so many controversy on this. To have proper stance, your car's going to ride like shit. That's just the facts of it. I mean, you can't have this much ride clearance and ride beautifully. Cannot happen. Yeah. And that's a challenge to anybody out there. If you want to challenge me, bring your stance car over. We'll go for a ride.
Yeah.
And basically.
If you soften up your coilovers and come over here, we will make sure that it gets rubbed. You cannot soften up coilovers and have a low ride height. It just does not work. It doesn't. Just because you're basically sitting down your car on a set of wheels, and if you set them to soft, your car's just going to go on your rims. So, don't do it. Just admit it. Just admit that your stance car rides like shit.
I am right on the line of whether or not I feel like stance has ruined the car scene or not. Because muscle cars was a huge, is where car scene came from, I feel like. And stance and muscle cars are not meant to be.
Totally different worlds.
Right.
And the fact that car manufacturers are coming out with all these new muscle cars, it's bringing back the muscle car scene and the V8 scene.
Absolutely. And V8 should never have died. No. I think they're just different things. I like them for what they are and being different the way they are. And some people are very, it's got to be rear-wheel drive. I don't care. If it's a fun car, it's a fun car. But I think it's just a different type of modding. I think there's always been ricers. Even, I know you hate the word.
I hate the word rice.
white rice, and it's right in your...
Well, essentially why my name is White Rice is...
Go ahead.
People say my car is rice. And
he doesn't like it.
if you knew my car, you only know I use quality parts. I don't use eBay stuff. So...
Your exhaust came off eBay.
It did, but it's a brand name. So, yeah. So instead of just getting mad about it, I just said, I'm white, and people say my car is rice. And it's a FG1. So, White Rice FG1.
So earlier I was thinking if we, like, got together, like, as channels, we would be, like, Trashed Rice.
Trashed Rice.
But that's basically what TRASHETTEG is. It's just a race car that I trashed, so, I mean...
It was a cool rice car.
Whatever. Well, different video. So, I don't really feel that it's ruined the car scene. It's ruined a lot of cars, though.
Got that right.
I think it's a step in history of cars, whether you like it or not. It's here. It's going to be here for a little while. It has been here for a while. It will be gone eventually, but it's been here for now.
It's been here since the 90s. If you think about it. You got all those JDM cars, and people, like, the Honda scene started in the 90s.
Right, but...
With body kits and...
Rice and body kits were not Stance. Stance
That's true.
is totally different.
That's true. I agree.
Which is kind of weird to say because some Stance is all about body kits and things.
But they called it, back in the day, I have a friend who was into the 90s Hondas. And
he's got to be old.
And he's like 30, dude. He was like our age when that was cool.
Yeah.
And he has like 3 different body kits for his Prelude and stuff like that. And in my opinion, body kits are pure rice. I hate body kits. They're rice. But he loves them, and I respect that completely. Anybody who's a car enthusiast, I respect you. But, yeah, and they used to call, like, what we call Stance today with the wide wheels and stuff, they used to call that skateboarding your car. I mean, they absolutely hated that. That was not proper back then, and it sucked. They used to call it skateboarding.
I can see that.
Yeah, they used to call it skateboarding your car. And now it's funny because they thought that was rice then, and now the roles have completely flip-flopped. Your body kits are rice, and Stance is cool.
Since we're on rice, I wasn't planning on... Somehow this went hand in hand. Do you think rice will ever make a comeback? Like,
the body
2000
kits,
rice.
No, 2000 rice will never
Fast
make a
and
comeback.
Furious, body kits, neons, big
Absolutely
wheels.
Not. Stance has changed the game so much that people don't buy a Honda and say, I want to make this rice with some body kits. They say, no, I want to Stance the shit out of this.
Speak for yourself.
I swear to God, if you buy a body kit that's not from...
Dude, I almost bought Dura fenders for the front of my Integra. They're like wide with like vents on them, but the guy was like too high on the price. They weren't new. I was not buying new ones.
That's what I was about to say.
But
you like to do controversial things to your vehicles because you just do not care. So I could see you doing that and rocking it, and I would respect it. Fair enough.
In all fairness, I was looking at wide body kits on eBay for the Integra.
Wide body kits?
Yeah. I wanted to cover the big dent. Alright, moving on. What was the next question? I read these off earlier.
Blank. Well, what have we covered? We covered what Stance is.
What we think Stance is.
What we think Stance is.
If it's ruined the car scene. We've covered truck Stance.
Truck Stance. Mexico.
Alright, since we covered all the other styles of Stance, there's so many more that we're not even covering, but we'll quickly go over muscle car. You want thin wheels up front, wide wheels in the back, and a nice meaty tire.
Big meaty tires.
Yes.
Like truck-sized tires in the back. Like they're stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much muscle car Stance, and you want the front to sit down kind of low and the back up kind of high.
You want a nice rake to it.
You want a rake to it, and that's muscle car
I
Stance.
think that covers muscle car Stance.
Right. But muscle car Stance has also changed. If you want to get into that.
It has, but there's too many other stances to
I
cover.
know, there's so much to cover.
I feel like there was something else I wanted to cover.
Well, you did want to cover what Stance is and what we thought about Stance. So now we have to add in a few pictures of what Stance actually is.
I don't have any pictures in mind, so I can't be all like...
But yeah,
this is going to be the picture and like...
Yeah, we'll just edit them in here.
No, I have to like...
I know. But, yeah, anyway, stance pictures here.
But we'll throw some pictures right after this. I'll try to cover the VIP truck stanced. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you learned something. And if you want to watch more of Matt, you can go watch his channel, Matt Whiterice, at YouTube, or follow his Instagram
at whiterice_FG1. See plenty of pictures of my stance truck and my stance car. So, and if you'd like to see more of us
together
in the white trash trailer with our cool backdrop, we could probably do like weekly videos or something where, we meet up once a week and shoot a video on something.
All for the love of you guys.
Yes. And plus, I need to see you more, so.
Well, I agree, but don't
don't
get all homo on the
that
video.
That sounded kind of gay.
Sounds a little gay.
Cut! But yeah, so if you guys want to see more of us in this...
Thanks for watching. Comment down below if you want to see more of us, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
And definitely come check out my channel because there's a whole bunch of nothing there.
Great way to promote it, Matt. Here's some photos of stance cars. This is a VIP style. There's a flush style. There's another flush style. Mexi-poke. More Mexi-poke. Truck stance. I think this pretty well covered truck stance. Both of those pretty much covers it. Muscle car stance.